On February 8th, 2017, Katy Perry woke up and just decided to send her entire fanbase on a worldwide scavenger hunt. It had been over 3 years since Katy last released an album, and the two previous ones have been massive successes. 2010's Teenage Dream is to this day the album that's tied for the most #1 hit singles ever with none other than Michael Jackson. Then, 2013's Prism was also huge on its own right. It spawned two other #1 hit singles, which also hold a very special record of their own. These two songs are, to this day, the most viewed music videos ever on YouTube by any female artist. So, when it finally came time for Katy to promote her new material, she went all out with one of the most creative marketing campaigns I think I've ever seen for pop music. To kick it all off, she posted this cryptic video on all her socials. Soon after calling out fans to find her with that video, she posted a link to a pink worldwide map. It actually still works to these days, so I'll link it down below. This random pink map showed 24 disco balls spread throughout the world. And I mean throughout the world. More specifically, we had 13 in North America, 2 in South America, 6 in Europe, 2 in Oceania, and 1 in Asia. All of the markers were placed on specific public parks or plazas on which, from that moment on, you could actually go and find huge disco balls. But these weren't regular disco balls either. They were more like actually ball and chain shackles that then got later yassified into disco balls. But what happened when you actually got there? Well, as you may have seen in Katy's video, the disco balls actually had a 3.5mm headphone jack adapter where you could go and plug in your headphones. Remember these? Well, in 2017, we all carried this, so it was very easy to just go ahead, plug in your headphones, and listen to the song for the very first time before anyone else could. To be clear here, it wasn't the full track that was available on the disco balls. Reports indicate that it was a verse and a chorus, so more of a long snippet. As you can imagine, over the next couple days, pop social media blew up with fans saying they had found the disco balls and sharing their opinions on the song that no one else had listened to. And that's how many fans got to listen to Chained to the Rhythm for the very first time on February 8th and 9th, before its official release on February 10th. This to me has to be one of the most creative ways a song has ever been promoted. It is very memorable, and I love that you could reach it in so many countries in so many different continents. I admit, obviously, that the reach is not perfect. You have to have lived near one to actually get to go to one, but that's part of the FOMO that builds with these sort of events. It challenges fans to take the time out of their day and to even travel a little to get that sweet exclusive content. Also, obviously, this sort of marketing campaign is not accessible to most musicians. This necessitates a huge budget, months of planning in advance, building disc balls, the travel of taking them all over the world, and then probably even permits for chaining them up for a couple days in all these different locations. Can you imagine the budget of this? Also, I would say that even though this idea in a vacuum is amazing, I don't think it quite fits in with the rest of the promotion of this Katy Perry era. This promotion linked heavily into the image of disco balls, which of course made you expect a disco-inspired song or even a disco-inspired album because this was the first single she ever released for Witness. But really, the song is not that disco-inspired. Also, we have the single cover, the music video, the lyric video, and even the album cover, and none of them really lean disco. So it was kind of a weird choice. It probably was just made because of the ball and chain imagery combined with the disco ball for the chain to the rhythm image, but it also accidentally sent a somewhat incorrect message. So, what did you think? Did you remember this campaign? Did you actually get to go to one of the disco balls? Let me know in the comments. This is the start of a series called Music Marketing Moments where I talk about all the crazy, weird, fun ways that music has ever been promoted. So if you're interested in more of that, subscribe for following this. Up next, you can watch this video here where I recreate all of Taylor Swift's album covers but in the style of Midnight's. See you there!